It's been a while since I've put out a video about accessing the Delta Sky Club, but people are still watching my older videos, even though I have the date on there, and confusing it with the current entry requirements or the current ways to access the Delta Sky Club. So I'm putting a new video out there. Make sure you always pay attention to the dates that I publish the video on how to access the Delta Sky Club. Usually when I put out these videos, Delta comes out and changes it. So hopefully they won't change it too much after I publish this video. How to access the Delta Sky Club. You must always, always, always be flying on Delta or some type of, depending on the status, a Sky Team. Also, to get out the way, you can access it 3 hours before your departure or 3 hours after your arrival when you're coming in to that airport. You can no longer purchase single day visits like you could in the past. You cannot access the Delta Sky Club if you're flying in basic economy or if you have the Delta Platinum Amex like you could in the past. Right now, as far as credit cards, you can access the Delta Sky Club with the Delta Reserve card. And when I say Delta Reserve card, I also mean the Delta Reserve American Express business card can also be used as unlimited. In the past, you used to be able to purchase a Delta Sky Club membership. However, since 2023, you can only purchase that membership if you're a medallion member. So even if you were to Google how much does a Delta Sky Club membership cost, the link is hidden until you log in. So I was able to log in since I'm a medallion member and see what it cost. The Delta Sky Club membership options as a medallion member, you can get the executive membership for $1,495 or 149,500 miles, or you can get an individual membership for $695 or 69,500 miles, and you would still have to pay the executive membership. You get up to 2 guests per visit, or with the individual membership, you have to pay the $50 fee for guests. As a reserve card holder, I don't see the need to buy this membership. I can see the need maybe in 2025 when the reserve card access goes down starting in February to 15 visits from unlimited this year in 2024. However, knowing Delta, unfortunately, they'll probably raise the price of the individual membership since the reserve card has an annual fee of $650 and the individual membership is unlimited and gives you a rate, it's at a rate of $695 plus $50 per guest. So I can just see, because Delta always does what's best for their pockets, right? The other ways you can access, if you don't want to buy a membership or you don't have the credit card that gets you in. If you're a Delta One or Sky Team premium passenger, you can access the Sky Club with the same day domestic Delta One flight or a same day international Delta flight if you're ticketed in Delta One, or if you're connecting from a same day international Delta One flight. And if you're not familiar with Sky Team members, I'll list the Sky Team members here. So that means you need to be either on Delta One or a Sky Team premium passenger. If you are a Delta Diamond, Platinum, or Gold Medallion member, you can get entry to the club when flying in Delta Premium Select internationally or Delta, the equivalent on a partner flight. Diamond, Platinum, and Gold Medallion members traveling internationally on a qualifying cabin may bring 1 guest. And if you're traveling in Delta Premium Select or Delta One, guests must be also traveling in Premium Select or Delta One. And you can't get access anymore if you're flying in main cabin. Our Delta Comfort goes to Delta Diamond, Platinum, and Gold Medallion members. Sky Team Elite Plus, you can get access if you're traveling on any cabin on a Sky Team international flight. I had a situation where I could access if I was a Gold Delta and I was on a Sky Team, which I did when I was going to Africa or to Kenya, I flew on Air France going and KLM coming back. Those are SkyTeam. If I was a gold medallion, I'll be able to access their Sky Clubs or their clubs. Just like if they are an Elite Plus, which gold and up is equivalent to Elite Plus, they would be able to access Sky Club if they're traveling on any cabin on a SkyTeam international flight or SkyTeam domestic flight connecting from a same-day international flight with one guest. If you're a Diamond Medallion member with 2024 Choice benefits, can select an executive membership for 3 choice benefit selections. Customers with certain SIM cards from American Express may access the Delta Sky Club when traveling on a same-day ticket on a Delta-operated flight or marketed flight, and you can bring guests at $50. The same goes for customers with select Platinum and Platinum Business cards from Amex. LATAM business class passengers may access any of the Delta Sky Club locations with same-day boarding pass from international travel. This also goes for LATAM Black, Signature Black, or Platinum LATAM Pass members. WestJet business class passengers can access. Rewards Gold may access with same-day boarding pass and complimentary Delta Sky Club access. And Delta Sky Miles Diners Club card members get 3 visits per calendar year for 3 individuals per calendar year. Get 3 visits per calendar year or for 3 individuals per calendar year. If you have a Delta Sky Miles Trust Club Platinum Visa card, you can access it 6 visits per calendar year or 6 individuals per calendar year. Delta Sky Miles True Club Gold Visa card gives you access 3 visits per calendar year or 3 individuals per calendar year. And there's further information on how many guests you can bring, so I'll leave the details on that. But the main important thing is you must be flying on Delta, and you have a certain amount of hours before your flight that you can do it. It's 3 hours before your flight or 3 hours once you arrive. And if all else fails, there's an app where you can go in and check to see if you have access to the Sky Club, as well as how crowded it is in the app. So I would do that. If you still have questions after this video, check the app. It's in the Delta app. And then I would even do that even if you know you can access it. So double check it, and also to see if it's crowded or not before you waste time going over to that Sky Club. Thanks for watching this video. Be sure you subscribe for more travel tips and travel hacks. Check out some of the Delta Sky Club videos that I have, and I have some additional ones coming up for a look inside so you can see if you even want to waste a visit or pay for a guest to get in. And so I'll have those videos, a playlist that you can check out the Delta Sky Clubs, as well as I visited the Centurion Lounge, which I have access to through the Delta American Express Reserve card. And if you're interested in that card, I'll leave the details of the current offer in the description of this video.